Hello, fifth grade, and welcome to Eastern Asia. Today, we are going to be talking about our Eastern Asia map, which is right here. Let me show it to you. Everything that is colored, am I showing it to you? Everything that is colored in orange, blue, yellow, dark purple, and I forget what South Korea, North Korea is green. That is all Eastern Asia, okay? Of course, Mongolia is a different color blue than the ocean. I hope you can see that. I did color all the other countries around it purple. This is what we are going to be referencing today. All right, so take a good look at this. I will take a picture of this and post it on my teacher page, but don't just stop here because you saw that wonderful, beautiful colored picture, because throughout this video, boys and girls, I'm going to be giving some answers to this Studies Weekly test. So if you don't exactly want to go through the Studies Weekly magazine and look for some answers, stick with me, kids, because I'm going to go through some of the questions and maybe you should jot down the answers. All right, let's get started. Now, today on this map, as you can see, in Eastern Asia, one of the biggest countries right there is China, and it's colored in orange. Now in China, there's a few things that I do want to talk about. So let me just cover my face. There's China. Okay, so China has a flag that is all red, and then it has 5 stars on it. Okay, now the red in the flag, it symbolizes revolution. Now those 5 stars and the relationship is the unity of the Chinese people under the leadership of a communist party. All right, now if you take a look, am I still showing China? I am. Good girl, Mrs. Selby. If you see right, come on, right over, hold on, let me find it. Beijing. Beijing is right there. That is the capital of China, okay? That is also where the 2008 Summer Olympics took place, okay? Now, a few of the places that I want you to take note of. There's the Grand Buddha. The Grand Buddha is one of the largest Buddha stones, largest Buddhas in the world, all right? And it's made of stone. It's actually carved out of the side of a mountain. And in total, it's 233 feet high. Now, just to give you a little bit of an idea, his Buddha ear is 23 feet tall. That's huge, boys and girls. I mean, massive. My husband is 6 feet tall, so just imagine how many of my Mr. Pauls you would need to stack on top of himself to create this Buddha ear. In any case, it's massive. Now, the Grand Buddha on the map is right. Am I even showing it? I am. It's right there. I just wanted to give you an idea of where it's at. So there it is. Okay. Now, we also have the Forbidden City. The Forbidden City is in the center of Beijing, and it's for 500 years. It served as a home for 24 emperors of the Ming and Qin dynasties. 24 emperors, that's amazing. Right now it's a museum, all right? And for the longest time, they wouldn't let anybody into it. So, let's go on to Studies Weekly. One of the questions is, which body of water separates the Korean Peninsula from the mainland of China? This is from Studies Weekly. This is your test question. Let's see. The answer is East China Sea. East China Sea, boys and girls. All right, so we hit the Forbidden City. Now, one of the most popular and well-known places in China is the Great Wall of China. Hopefully all of you know the Great Wall of China. So let me point it out to you. I actually drew it in, and it's right here. It actually goes through Beijing. It doesn't start at Beijing. It goes through it though. All right. And it is 5,500 feet long, or miles long. All right. Many of the parts of the walls are not connected. And the height of it's 25 feet tall, and it's 15 to 30 feet wide. Okay, so 15 to 30 feet wide, and there actually is a marathon that runs along parts of the wall. My husband and I would love to run it, but right now I don't think they're running any marathons. So one of the other places here on our map that is in Eastern China, in East Asia, is Japan that I would like to talk about. Japan is this dark purple, okay? And, oh, did I hit everything that I wanted to? Oh, just to let you know, back to China real quick, we have the Himalayas. We have Hong Kong right here. We have Shanghai right over here, okay? And connected to China, we do have North Korea and we have South Korea, okay? So, and then off of China is Taiwan. This, it looks like a little island. It's right here. It's very pretty. Now, let's go over to Japan. I do want to talk quickly about Japan. Japan has a flag that has a circle in the middle of it, and it's called the Land of the Rising Sun, okay? So it's made up of more than 3,000 islands, all right? And which is just amazing to me. Another Studies Weekly quiz question and answer. Stop right here, boys and girls. Get a pencil. After World War II, Korea was divided into two separate countries by the 38th parallel. How many is represented on this map? So what I wanted you to do is I wanted you to look at the map, and you needed to see how many is represented on this map. And hold on one second. Oh, I'm sorry, what line is divided? I got confused by my own question. Sorry, I got lost on my page. Here we go. This is right here what they're talking about. That line right there. This line. Going east and west. Is it a longitudinal line or a latitude line? So is it going long, right? Or is it a latitudinal line? Hopefully all of you, by what I'm doing, a longitudinal line or a latitude line. Hopefully you know the answer by what I just did there. Okay, moving on to Japan. Japan, there are many different things that I can talk about with Japan, and I'm going to fly through it just because I do want to hit some important parts with Japan. So, like I said, it has more than 3,000 islands. And one of the things that I do want you to know is that it lays right along a tectonic plate boundary. Now, wow, what does this mean? This means that a lot of earthquakes, and not only earthquakes, but you will also have some tsunamis. Those will also hit Japan. So you had the earthquake in 1923, which killed over 100,000 people, and they're right there in Tokyo. It was disastrous. You also had another earthquake, which was in 1995. On a Richter scale, it hit 7.2. And that earthquake killed 5,500 people. Awful. And then on March 11th, 2011, which was not that long ago, they had a massive tsunami. On my next slide, you are able to go through some links. You can actually witness the tsunami, parts of the tsunami, and what it did right there to Japan. Disastrous, and it's shocking what it does to, parts of their little country. Actually, it's not that little, but to their country. It was awful. Okay, so let's go through Japan, some places that you might want to go and visit if you are actually traveling to Japan. Hiroshima, that is a memorial. All right, so on August 6th, 1945, an atomic bomb hit and killed 80,000 people. And Hiroshima, which on my map, I put it right here. Okay, you might want to look it up yourself so that you actually know where all these things are and you can see them for yourself. But what people do is they fold cranes out of beautiful, beautiful paper, and then they leave these cranes right there at the memorial. So another place that you would want to go and visit would be Mount Fuji. It's 12,000 feet high. It once was considered a holy mountain, and it last erupted in 1707. Now, this mountain is no longer active, no longer an active volcano, thank goodness. One more, social studies, Studies Weekly answer. So why is the Pyongyang pizza considered a bitter treat in North Korea? Bitter treat. So bitter means that it has a bad taste in your mouth, okay? Why is pizza, of all things, one of my favorite foods, considered a bitter treat? So Kim Jong-il ate expensive pizza while people in his country went hungry. That would leave a bitter taste in my mouth. I would be angry. I would be upset. If I was one of those very poor people or ones who could not eat any kind of pizza, and my ruler was there eating the most expensive pizza, I think I would be pretty upset, wouldn't you? All right, so boys and girls, I do want you to look at the actual picture of my map, which is this beautiful, I can never get it on the camera, which is this beautiful picture right here. And then I want you to go to this next slide, which is even more